Dear Log, big doings this time. Solomon reveals he has a voicemail left by the very deceased vermin, a human, that we are investigating. As it happens, Elaine had sent an artifact to the Solomon, which the delicious sister believes may cure the blessing of the kindred. We agreed to work with them, and Isaac leaves Solomon some money for the damages that delinquent Elias made. Lessons are learned, mysteries uncovered, and erotic trysts may be on the horizon. You'll know when I do, Log.
So she leads you upstairs and takes you into what appears to be her kind of living apartment space. This is still absolutely beautifully decorated, but comparatively to downstairs where it was just lots of color, there was so much going on, very bright and vibrant and alive. This is much more muted. You notice that everything, for the most part, is white. There are a few amber lights that are lighting the space, but otherwise it is mainly just cavernous sitting area and mostly white furnishings, carpets, lamps. Everything in here appears to be mostly just bleached out. But you do see something that catches your eye as she unlocks the door and leads you into this space. There seems to be a wall of paintings. Not many, maybe less than a dozen, all painted in this very rusty red type of pigment, kind of like a burnt sienna almost. Other than that, there is not much art, but she turns around and says, "Oh, come on in, darling, make yourself comfortable. I have a little place we can sit over here and talk." She leads you further inside this just big sitting area space. Yep. As you walk in, there's a wall up, and you do see it looks like a bedroom portion that's just kind of lit with more of that amber light that just kind of sectioned off by a couple of walls. But she leads you to this long couch that's sitting over to the side in front of this very extremely faux fireplace. It is not real. There's nothing to alarm you. It's just wood stacked up inside with lights that are around that she will take you over to.
Gotcha. I think I'd say, well, I love what you've done with the place. I have a feeling this is more you than what I saw when I first walked in.
What I saw, well, what you saw, that's for the keep the company happy and keep up appearances. If I have parties and things like that, right now they're having. My herd had a few people over, and I said it was fine. So some of the local people have just come to hang out for a bit, maybe for a bite for later.
Yeah, well, you mentioned you were going to have company. I should have assumed.
Most nights I have company, darling, so they're mostly always here. But there's always the private space up here if we need to say anything, a little bit more.
I do have a couple things I was hoping to discuss with you.
So, yes, tell me, what have you learned in your research thus far?
A number of things that some may be of interest to you, I'm sure.
She leans in.
Remind me again, your interest in the affair. Are you working for the prince in this capacity in bringing us on?
You mean, how am I involved with all of this?
Yeah. Just help me get the big picture.
If I'm being completely honest with you, darling, I can level with you. You're one of my little clan members.
I've heard we don't say that.
Oh, well, just...
Not in a public.
It has a connotation. I think of it more of the Scots, the clans of the Scots.
Oh, that's a good way to think of it. Yeah, okay.
But it has, in America, it has a connotation. It's not advisable. It's certainly not one I want to be part of. But toreador to toreador,
Yeah, absolutely.
I can tell you that I work for the prince, as I will work for the previous prince and the one before that. I know what I need to know. I don't really care, if I'm being completely honest. I don't really even know what you're up to, and I don't know why he cares about this woman so much, if I'm being truthful, but I have my ways of maintaining my relationship with the prince.
Stability is good. I guess my big question that I keep coming back to is, why us? Of all the people that he could call on, it seems odd that this group is the one that was picked.
This is not meant at all to be insulting, darling. I know it isn't, truthfully.
Is it we're disposable?
No.
I feel disposable.
No, not at all. I haven't spoken with the prince recently, but I have had contact with his people. They are working on something else. I think he has an all-hands-on-deck situation in Philadelphia. He really can't spare anyone for out here. So it's who we have, and there are some kindred in the area, but not as many as you would think. There are more people that go missing in a city than there are out here. It tends to draw more eyes.
That makes sense. If we want to cut straight to business, there's two things I was hoping to speak to you in regards to.
Please.
First,
She'll cross our legs.
Okay. Thank you for that detail.
Basic Instinct
Sharon
style,
Stone
or-
style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to her. I'm not going to be able to see her.
Well,
You still got the implications.
you know what it meant.
I have
It's miniskirt.
some information that may be of interest to you. I was hoping that perhaps you could help me with a favor in exchange for this information.
Favors.
What would you like to know first? The favor or the information?
Oh, I always want to know the information first.
Will you agree to the favor?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. What kind of favor are we talking about? Is it a good one?
I think so. I hope so.
Give me a charisma. Are you being genuine, or are you being a sneaky sneak?
Genuine.
Okay, charisma. That takes away what I was gonna give you. Just give me charisma expression if you have it, or empathy if you have it.
Yeah, we know that empathy is bad.
I couldn't remember
I
if
do
you
have expression.
Okay.
Yeah, I have actually decent on that. So
Okay.
that's 5 dice. What am I
shit.
rolling for?
Give me a difficulty of 6.
All right, that is 4 successes, no failures.
Okay. 4 successes, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
I realize I'm asking for a little trust here, but I hope you'll go with me on this.
Lillian will kind of smirk at you, and she leans back and she flips her hair around, and as she does, she's going to activate awe.
Okay.
Aw.
Aw. So, hold on one second.
Please manipulate me.
Please manipulate me. All right. So, one moment. Charisma and performance.
You're about to lose some blood right out of your wiener.
Right around your wiener. Okay. And it's first.
She's the one using awe. I think that might be going the other way there.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, okay. You see her hair flips. You catch the scent of the perfume that she wears, or even the shampoo that she uses, or something. You were just slapped in the face
With her hair?
with her hair by this just absolute desire to be closer to this kindred. You are just enamored. Everything that is coming out of her mouth is just you are just entranced by this kindred.
It's silly me to even think to make a request of a goddess like you. Let me just tell you everything I know, please.
Well, tell me, I mean, you can still tell me what you were going to tell me, darling, but my order first, if that's all right with you.
Of course, absolutely, yes. Whatever you want.
You're adorable.
You are being spied upon.
By who exactly?
I've met with some folks. They live in a pyramid.
Who lives in this pyramid?
Maybe, I'm assuming you're familiar with August, I believe his name was.
So that's where they live. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mr. Crane. I should have known.
They might. I assume I'm just going to tell you everything because I'm in awe.
You can always use a point of willpower to get out or to get out of something. If you feel you're being influenced, you can use a willpower point.
I don't know if he is.
It's okay.
I
just
don't know
wanted
if
to
he
throw that out there.
realizes, because I think he's still like young enough and like nervous enough that he like kind of feels like he's just like flustered and like kind of like, oh my god, she's so pretty and she's talking to me.
Apparently she's an influencer.
Oh yeah, that's true. She has really nice parties.
Yeah. Ugh, it's true. It's kind of what harpies are now. It was before that was the word that existed. Oh, Mama, you're
No,
so
they just
annoying.
put a label on it.
Yeah, now it's what it is.
Look. There's a lot going on here, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm neutral and able to move around as I need to. So you didn't hear this from me.
I appreciate that so much. You have no idea.
That's good. So good to hear. I just want to. He's in your emails somehow. They've hacked your email.
She just leans back and she's just like, "Fucking Georg was supposed to change the passwords. Fucking cunt. All right, let me add that on my list of things to do." And she'll.
Do you want me to take care of it?
No, it's fine. He's beautiful and fucking stupid as hell, but I don't keep him around for his brain. Interesting. Well, that is something I will have to address. Thank you for letting me know.
I from one toreador to another, I want to make sure that we're looking out for each other.
I appreciate that, darling. So, August Crane is involved. He's interested in what the prince is doing. I mean, we're not surprised. He's had it in for him ever since what happened to Thaddeus. They are not fans of each other. I mean, that's mostly common knowledge among those who know. But I am annoyed that he would read my correspondences. Fuck him, but I'll address that later. What favor did you want, darling, if I may ask? That is a nice thing to tell me, and where he lives is especially useful.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that part was a secret, so glad I could help.
Your friend's going to be dead in like 5 minutes.
I don't know this.
No, I know.
I mean, I definitely spilled more than I was planning on spilling, so that could be
Give
funny.
it time. There's still more.
Good old aw.
Well,
It's a magical
she
thing.
doesn't necessarily know that, so we'll see.
I meant your wiener.
You,
Wait, your wiener!
Spill.
Jesus Christ!
Well, I don't know how much you know of my, where I'm coming from before starting on all this, but perhaps you know my sire, Valeria Rojas.
Your sire is Valeria. She is gorgeous.
Yeah, there's no question there. If you know of Valeria, though, you probably also know that her and her husband's work as a team.
They do.
It's was obviously their approach was successful with me.
They usually don't fail in that endeavor.
I have noticed, much to my pleasure. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a partner to work with when I hunt, and I only know what I've learned from them. I was hoping you could teach me how you hunt.
Well, I certainly can show you how I hunt. I mean, I don't do a lot of hunting. Prey usually comes to me willingly. if that makes sense.
Noticed the party. That
But
does
if
seem to
that's
help a
what-
lot.
If that's what you're asking, I'm sure we could work something out. I mean, I guess that leads me to my next question, since we're getting to know each other, darling. What brings you out here? I wasn't trying to be insulting earlier when I said the prince had better men somewhere else, but there aren't a ton of us out here. Why are you out here? I know a little bit about your family.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I always dig up what I can.
Well, if you know a little bit about my family, then you may know that I've fallen out of favor.
Do you accept this?
Of course not. Why do you think I'm a kindred? My power and my influence that I had enjoyed as a human have been taken away from me. I want them back. And now that I know there's so much more that could be had, I want that.
So, let me ask you this. What are your feelings for your family?
They betrayed me. They don't work with our family. They work with those others, those haughty kindred. I don't want anything to do with them.
So your family has connections with the Ventrue.
There's certain individuals who I always noticed coming in and out, speaking with my parents about business dealings, and I didn't realize the connection necessarily to darker powers until I followed them out of curiosity, and apparently they noticed and didn't appreciate it, and told my parents they had to make a decision, and they didn't choose me.
So your parents forced you out because of what you know?
They took me out of the business. They took away my access to funds. They took away my ability to be a patron of the arts and to enjoy my life.
Well, it sounds like your parents are cunts.
That's one way you could put it, yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to be indelicate, darling, but have you ever just thought about killing them and taking what's yours?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said the thought hadn't crossed my mind, but I...
Again, I don't want to be insensitive.
Well, no.
You are young, after
I
all.
feel like we can be honest with each other. I'm assuming the effects of the awe are still going.
Yep.
They clearly have powerful protection, and I don't feel that I'm in a place yet that I can fully move on reclaiming what's mine. But I could see how this job, people that I'm meeting, working with you and others who have established themselves within our circles, could be beneficial to me and my goals.
I have to be honest, darling, you have value. When I heard that you were who you were, I was interested. You have very many opportunities to advance in any way that you want. I would say, given your family's fortune, the possibilities are almost limitless for you. So, that is very interesting. And I would say, if you are interested in working more closely with me, and she'll just kind of like sidle over and she'll flip her legs around again, but her, she's facing your direction very closely. If you would be interested in learning from me and forming a business relationship, I think it could be very beneficial for both of us.
I can see a lot of potential mutual benefit in such an arrangement. Yes, that's why I wanted to come over here tonight and speak with you.
So what else are your ambitions for the advancement, at least with Philadelphia? Do you expect to be loyal to the prince, or to be more loyal to your clan?
I haven't met this prince, but Valeria...
He's... I don't even have a word for it. He is something, but he's no one to cross, that's for sure.
In the short time that we've been looking into this murder, we've heard things that make me question his well, let's just go back to stability.
She'll look at you and she'll motion with her lips. The princes, obviously, we always have to be loyal to our liege. And she'll kind of give you like a meaningful look.
Oh, of course. I don't mean to imply
Indeed.
otherwise. I just mean
Indeed.
there are rumors of his ambition, and knowing that I am new and not within his circle, I understand how someone like me could be, again, expendable to someone in a position like theirs. I want to make sure that my position is more secure.
Well, darling, that is where I come in. And I believe that we could have a very pleasurable relationship, a business relationship, if you are inclined. And I would be more than happy to show you how I hunt, if that is your interest.
I think that
That can
sounds...
be easily arranged.
I think that sounds like a great start to building some trust. And oh my God, you're beautiful. Oh, God. Yes, please. Yes, whatever you say.
She
Get
just
back
like
in character.
I always have a British accent.
He starts to kind of realize, wow, I said a lot more than I was planning on saying when I came here. And
that he can't stand up right now.
and there's apparently people listening in, and it starts to like become a little more real. And I think if the awe is still in effect, this is the point where you would try to shake it off a little
Okay.
bit.
Do you use a willpower point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're
All right.
totally going to get murdered by this prince later.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we all are.
No, just you.
Okay.
No, just-
Well,
I
whatever.
guess it depends on how much you
So I
would tell
just-
your teammates.
I just use it.
You can just use it and just check off that you used a point of willpower.
All right, done.
All right,
And
so
just kind of like
you.
take a deep breath and go, okay.
Okay.
So where do we go from here?
She's still beautiful to behold. She's still just like intoxicating, but you have like a measure of yourself now. You don't feel just like whatever you say. You have a measure. You're a little bit more under your control. So Lillian.
Does she realize that that's faded? I mean, she knows what she's doing, right? She knows that she kind of...
If you're still smiley and pleasant, she's still fine.
Okay.
Whatever you learn, just come to me first. There are many, many cooks in this kitchen, as they say.
I definitely need your expertise because I just don't know the players and the consequences, so I appreciate that.
There's much I can teach you, my darling. You will learn, don't you worry. Are you interested in... Well, I should say, do you have more work to do this evening?
Honestly, no. I was planning on maybe hitting up a bar, but no. The other two are doing some research. I'll let you know what happens from there.
If you would be interested, I am going to... I mean, we could feed fresh from the source, but I have another method that's fun, if you would be interested.
I'm in your very, very capable hands.
So she'll look at you and she'll just kind of smile, and then she'll glide off of the table or off of the couch and away from where you're sitting, and she'll go over to, like, not refrigerated. That's the wrong word. A little area where she has some, like a little cabinet, and she'll open it up, and inside it's kind of like one of those fancy little wine freezer kind of things, or wine fridges, but this, instead of keeping stuff cold, looks like it's almost like an incubator. And she's just gonna like look through and look at a couple vials. She's like fumbling through, and she's like, "This is from... Okay, no, this is all too old. One moment, darling." She's gonna just text on her phone, and she'll be like, "Give me a moment." So she just comes and sits over at the chair with you, and now wherever you were seated on the couch, she is just very close to seating next to you, and she'll just be waiting, looking, checking her phone just for, it's like 30 seconds that goes by. It's very brief. You hear a knock on the door. "Come in."
Do vampires get sweaty palms? I feel like he'd have sweaty palms. It's like rubbing them on his pants a little bit.
I don't know if they sweat. I don't think vampires sweat, but if they do, it would be hilariously blood, so that would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Since we're in here,
Actually, yeah, you do. If you perspire, it's blood.
Yeah, okay.
Can they?
Ruin my
Can
pants.
vampires fart?
No, because they don't have a
I'm about
digestive
to.
tract.
That's what I thought. Because I originally wanted to be like, she crop dusted you as she walked past.
Totally. It was the ultimate
What a
ruse.
power move.
She just wanted to fart. It's fart fetish
It's
stuff.
also blood.
Just a mist.
Yeah, a red mist. Yeah.
The couch is red spots all over it.
The red mitt, also known as the Crimson Order.
You'll learn so much.
It all makes sense now.
So she'll come back so she'll the oh god, the
You
phone,
said the door
the door,
opens.
yeah, sorry.
Yes.
So come in.
The door phone.
An Amazon drone comes in and drops off the blood.
In comes
just a bike.
another very, very young woman, probably like, I'd say maybe early to mid 20s. This kind of like dark red hair, like that really dark brown, but with like a red sheen, but like beautiful, like piercing blue eyes. Another absolutely like drop dead gorgeous girl comes in, kind of scantily clad in like clubbish wear, tattoos, very artsy.
Oh, not like seal clubbish, but like dance clubbish.
She's
Seal
wearing a
club.
parka.
She's wearing several
Yeah.
bloody pelts.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
know.
was thinking.
So, and she comes over and she says like, Lillian, did you want this or did you want this? And Lillian like looks at the vials and she sees they're just like little blood tubes. They probably have, I don't know, like maybe a shot or two. This is fresh. And she'll look and the girl's like, yes. Fabulous. I'll take these. Thank you.
This is like going to the bar and getting a little sample of the beer before you buy the whole glass.
I think Elias
It's
would
like
be
a blood
like,
flow.
tell me more about her.
Oh, she can come up later, darling, if you're interested. But for now, Celine, that'll be all. Thank you. And Celine will just kind of like smile and look at both of you flirtily, I guess, as she walks out, shuts the door behind her. And Lillian will hold the vial up and she'll be like, now, these are very fresh, just taken, still warm. Many interesting pharmaceuticals. If you are in the mood, it's very interesting. I'm sure you haven't experienced that yet in this life.
Didn't even know that was a possibility.
Darling, there are so many possibilities. You have no idea.
Two.
Well, the two vials.
Two possibilities.
Yeah.
Fucked up and not fucked up.
That's it. One or the other.
Well, Lillian, if I may call you Lillian now,
You may.
the night is young. Bottoms up, I'd say.
She is.
That's a whole different night.
No, it's just later this night.
Oh no, the crimson tide.
So Lillian will smile at you when you say that. She's going to creep over to you and kind of put her one leg up on your leg, pop the cap off of her blood vial, and she's just going to shoot it and kind of like keep it in her mouth and then look at you to see what you do if you do the same.
Yeah.
Okay?
She's just staying there. She's not like. I thought she's like trying to like maybe like shotgun it like.
Well, she is, but she's waiting to see what you
Go
do.
lean over.
Okay. And do you take yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we should leave.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry.
feel comfortable as a person in this
Sorry.
room.
I'm not.
character.
There's never gonna be like true fucking. It's never gonna get to that.
Oh, I just meant you two were getting kind of hot and heavy.
If you had a hotter character, my friend.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hey, this was bad enough that Solomon.
You
could barely
literally,
look at
you
him.
literally have the anti-Toreador kryptonite. You're like the anti-panty getter in her.
These are what these people
Hey,
do.
hey! Some girls like Pong, all right?
Some girls do like.
She
pop.
wasn't describing my character just now.
No, I know
She was
that.
describing me.
I was
Isaac's
trying to deflect
the
with
anti-
Pong.
Isaac
Yeah,
may
yeah,
or may
yeah.
not have a shot. Isaac, you probably aren't interested in girls because they have germs. I would, or may not be
Not much of a
interested.
thought. I'm not gonna lie. You're probably right though.
Yeah, I
Especially
know.
these club slugs.
You gotta make the moves.
Slugs? They're club slugs now.
Club slugs.
Club slugs.
Yeah, I like it.
I won't get.
Wow.
I will tell you guys there will be no like hardcore fucking in the game. I
This
won't
is
do
us
that.
just having fun with it. I mean,
Us
So
young
Softcore
immortals
fucking.
gotta get
this
out
is
there
what happens
and
when it's 30
party.
minutes and we're not allowed to.
Yeah, if we haven't
Play
said
Pong
it,
or
Is it that
something.
long?
yeah.
Holy shit.
this
We
is what
hadn't made a dick
happens.
joke
All
in
right.
30 minutes.
Quick kiss blood chair or whatever is happening here.
So Lillian leans in and just kisses you passionately. The blood flows down a bit. Do you swallow the blood that you shot? Are you?
Yes, your
You guys are
faces.
such idiots. Jesus Christ.
Yes, he swallows the blood.
So she's just going to say, darling, you have no idea what it is to have the gift that we have. Humans search for centuries, for millennia, for what we have. And all we have to do is enjoy why we're here, why we have the unlife that we have. So that's where our clan excels. Even in death, we live. And she'll kiss you again. Do you drink the blood that you still taste?
Yeah, I think even though the awe thing is worn off, he's totally swept up in the moment. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So do I die?
No.
Did she poison me?
No. You're fine.
It was acid eat
After
Is that like a willpower?
I'm
I
just
feel
gonna
like we're
go
in
on
like
it.
willpower, like the losing yourself roles that you'd have me do
the
for
revelry.
Like, yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like we're in
well,
that category.
So suddenly things start to shift, like colors. You can hear the music downstairs, and it sounds like louder suddenly, but in a good way. Like you can almost feel like the beat of the bass from downstairs through the floor is almost kind of like a heartbeat. And for a moment, you have just this feeling of almost being alive again. Just all the intoxicating experiences you had, just either drunk or high or whatever, or just experiencing the music and just like the ecstasy of just living. And then as Lillian kisses you a third time, the blood that you had tasted was delicious, as all vitae is. Every drop is just pure pleasure. There's nothing better. Sex, nothing comes close to the blood. But there's something about this last kiss and the blood that you taste in your mouth. It is like beyond bliss. You're at a state of almost just absolute like ecstasy. And as you feel just the moment sweep you away, you're kissing Lillian, the music is playing. Give me a willpower save. I just want to see how much you can.
Terrible this goes for me. How much I remember?
I think it's a 6.
Oh, I hope you go on.
How
a bender
do I roll? How many how many dots in willpower?
How many
right
dots
now?
in willpower?
All right, so I currently have 4
Yes.
jingly dice. 2 6s, a 9, and a 3.
Okay, so you maintain control of yourself, but you are just enraptured by the experience, and you are just absolutely. This is what you've been waiting for. It's been too long since you've experienced something like this. As the drugs take hold, Lillian will say to you, "Darling, mixing business with pleasure is the only part that makes business tolerable. Come with me," and she'll lead you towards the bedroom. End scene.
And
we're
also, you
done.
have herpes.
And you've got herpes.
Welcome to the club.
But you got hot vampire herpes, so it's fine.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that is the end of the scene
Yeah, that's
with Elias
a hell of
and
a scene.
Lillian.
Elias is gonna be checked out for a day or two, probably.
Check
See
out
you
for a
guys
day
later.
or two. See you guys later. I'm out. So back to the pair of you guys.
I'm kissing blood. To his mouth.
Spitting it into each other's mouths.
Do you like it?
What the fuck are you doing? God damn.
It's it's straight dick blood, straight from the dick.
Dick blood.
Actually, real quick question about that.
Yes.
Is that no?
How does my dick blood work?
Is the drug blood just taken from somebody who's on a bunch of drugs, or is it blood that they then mix a bunch of stuff in with afterwards?
Drug blood. Somebody that is the first one.
Okay.
So she has people that literally will just take drugs for her, and then she can feed from them if she wants to do certain types of drugs.
If they did the drugs normally, it wouldn't do anything to them.
No. So you guys were just basically doing ecstasy.
Okay. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were. So me and Elias and Lillian are having a fun evening doing vampire blood and having business.
That felt more like the way vampire is supposed to be played.
That's usually
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
You
You're
guys
welcome.
took like 4 sessions to get there, but God bless you.
We didn't do anything.
But honestly, we've had other vampire moments where it's been vampire.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. in the Nosferatu. The Nosferatu. Oh, you guys have done great. So we're now back. Ben, we finally, toreador. Good times. We met up. Give me a roll, and you know what? For the sake of brevity, just because it took longer to seduce you than I thought it would, because you guys kept fucking cracking wise the whole time.
They got a 40-minute porn scene.
You kept making us laugh.
We get 2 minutes to.
No, I want to do it till at least 5
to move
o'clock.
the story, and they have 40 minutes for porn.
I will play till seriously like 6 o'clock if we can, but I don't
Not
think
6
we
o'clock.
can. I don't think we can. I know you guys have to get out of here.
6:01.
But please, yeah. So